Hey everybody, what is going on? I hope you guys are all doing well, and welcome to another tutorial video. In this video, I'll be explaining to you guys how we can possibly fix the 500 internal server error on cPanel. So let's get right into it. Now, the 500 internal server error just happens when an unexpected error occurs and there is no specific code for that error. Now, I don't have a specific fix for you since the fixes usually depend on the causes, and there is a lot of causes that I just can't go over at this time. But what I will show you is how you can diagnose which cause it might be and then look up the appropriate solution for that. Now, for this, we're going to go ahead and look at the Apache log errors, and you do that by going and running this command, which is tail and 0f and then this directory, which is verilog apache2 error log. This is the error log that is going to be open, or that's going to be created when an error occurs. You're going to then refresh the website error to find out why it's happening, and then exit tail with the Control-C and review the output of the file. Now, the common causes of this are invalid coding in the htaccess file, which brings up an error such as this. As you can see, invalid command set env, perhaps misspelled or defined by a module not included in the server. So check out if you have all the required modules or if the code is valid, and then that should fix your problem. In this case, the fix is just setting up the mod underscore env module, and then everything works. Now, the second error that you can see here is going to spawn a child process because it cannot allocate the memory. Now, for this, you're gonna either need to contact the sysadmin or get a hold of more allotted memory in any way that you can. You can figure out the disk quotas by just going and running this command with the root permissions, and then you should be able to see the quotas and the limits that you have. And if the limits are insufficient, you can ask your sysadmin to help you and just give you more memory, or just allot you more memory. Or if you're the sysadmin, if you know how to do it, you can easily just allot more memory that way. Now, as you can see in this example, the user has exceeded the number of files that the program can create, and this resulted in the error. And this is what the error output looks like. And as you can see, it's due to a bad file descriptor, so that could point you in the right direction to fixing your problems. Now, PHP can also cause errors, which you can of course access through the error log. And if PHP FPM is enabled for the account, the log is located here. And to gather the most recent information, you can just use this command, which is very similar to the previous one. It's the tail command, but with a slight difference. And then once you look at that, of course, open up tail and refresh and view the output, you will see what the cause of the error is, and that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in another video.